So a new Social Security policy change is going into effect today. I want to address what policy this is, how many people this is likely going to impact, and what this means for your benefits moving forward. In addition to that, we're also getting an update on one of the things that the Social Security Administration was trying to do. They were trying to get people to identify themselves in person. Okay, they were doing a almost in-person inspection of people. I want to break down what's going on there because there's been a major change there as well, which means good news for millions and millions of people. So I'm going to break all these down in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you will be impacted. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. Now, both of these stories are fairly big, but let's go over the first one. So right here it says, new Social Security clawback policy starts this week. Actually, it starts today on March 27th, 2025. Now, if you don't know what this policy is, let me explain it, and then I want to explain the major change here. Look at this. It says starting March 27th, which is today, the Social Security Administration will start to withhold 100% of a person's monthly benefit to recoup any outstanding overpayment amount. The current clawback rate, which was set by President Biden, is 10%. According to the Office of the Chief Actuary, they estimate that this policy is going to translate to about $7 billion in savings over the next 10 years. Now, a lot of people are saying, okay, so if I am behind, if I've had overpayments, let's say for the past 6 months, are they going to withhold 100% of my benefits, moving forward? And the previous answer was yes, but we are now being told that any amount of money that was overpaid before March 27th will still go with the old policy, which means if you had, let's say, $1,000 in overpayments and your monthly benefit was $1,000, 10% of your monthly benefit is $100. So every single month, $100 would be coming out of your check. Well, if now they find you are receiving overpayments, they are going to say that, nope, that's the new policy. So they're going to come after 100% of your monthly benefit. Now, I want to show you a few things really quick. Okay? Look at this right here. It says, we have a significant responsibility to be good stewards of the trust funds for the American people. It is our duty to revise the overpayment repayment policy back to full withholding as it was during the Obama administration and first Trump administration to properly safeguard taxpayer funds. That's the big one. They want to safeguard taxpayer funds to ensure that if there is no Social Security reform over the next 8 to 9 years, that Social Security would not become insolvent at that point. Now, I want to show you this. It says, this person right here, this is Shannon Benton from the Senior Citizens League, says the clawback of payments is especially unfair to seniors who do not have external support to manage their finances and track their benefits. That is one of the issues. One of the problems that we've faced for decades is that, especially over the last, say, 5 to 10 years for sure, is that many seniors don't have access to internet. They don't have a smartphone that they really understand how to use. And so it makes it difficult for them to go and track, hey, did I receive the correct amount or am I receiving too much? Again, an overpayment. I want to read this to you as well. It says the Social Security Administration notes that the new withholding rate will not apply to benefits paid before March 27th, but it will after. It says, but anyone overpaid after Thursday, which is today, will automatically be placed in full recovery at a rate of 100%, but payments won't resume until the scheduled benefits match the overpayment amount. It does say that for beneficiaries who are overpaid and are unable to afford losing their regular benefits during repayment, are encouraged to request a lower rate at their local Social Security office or call the phone number. Okay? Now, that's the first thing. Okay? What you need to understand is that they are coming after any money that was improperly paid in error. They're coming after it because they know that if they don't, Social Security will become insolvent in the next handful of years. Now, that's the first update. Here's the next one. This is going into effect as well. It says right here, Social Security Administration backtracks on some ID requirements after backlash. I want to explain what's happening here. And I've said this before. If I come out and I say something here on this channel, give you an update on what lawmakers are doing, one of the things you can do is you can write, and sometimes you can even call your state representative. If you write to them, there's probably a higher chance they do something. But if you write or call your state representative, they could push Congress to try to make some adjustments. That's what happened here. It says right here, the Social Security Administration is partially backtracking on a plan that would require all new and existing beneficiaries to travel to a Social Security field office to verify their identity. It says the Social Security Administration on Wednesday said that people applying for Social Security disability insurance, Medicare, and supplemental security income who are not able to use agency's online portal can complete their claim entirely over the phone instead of in person. Other SSA applicants will still be required to verify their identities at a field office. Now, it says the changes will apply to all beneficiaries beginning April 14th instead of the previously announced date of March 31st. Yeah. What is happening right now is they're making a lot of changes. There are a lot of changes going on, not just for the Social Security Administration, but for the entire federal government. So what they're trying to do is they're listening to lawmakers, they're listening to the American people, they're listening to everybody to figure out if what they are doing is working or is it going to fail. Keep in mind who's in charge here. President Trump is known for this. He talks, he spits out all these ideas, and some of the ideas stick. Some of the ideas are like, that's a very good idea, we should do that. Others, no, they are not great ideas, and so people are like, yeah, we're just going to disregard what he just said. But that's essentially what's happening here. They're making all these changes, figuring out what the American people like and don't like, and then they will adjust and adapt. And President Trump is also known for this as well. He'll make a change, and he's not one that it's like, oh, my ego's in the way. Okay, I'm too hard-headed. It's not working. I'm going to continue down this path because, well, that's what I said. I don't want to go back on my word. No. He says something. If it works, the American people like it, and it's successful, he's going to keep doing it. If it doesn't, the American people don't like it, he's going to be like, yeah, scrap that idea. Okay, and move on to the next thing. That's essentially what's happening here. We are seeing these changes to the Social Security Administration and to payments. But how do the American people respond? That's the key. So, we'll see what happens. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.